I'm not a marine biologist, but I love what's down there, and for 34 years I've tried to puzzle this all together, and hopefully I've got it in a form that is relatable to people that aren't scientists. I'm Neville Ayliffe. I live and dive on the reefs at Sodwana Bay, and I'm a naturalist. In the early 80s, I was exposed to the really early days of diving at Sodwana Bay. Small little operators, small little soft boats and things, and I got absolutely hooked. And one of the operators became our mentor and decided, no, at the age of 32, I'm going to become a scuba instructor and teach people about the environment. A naturalist is somebody who strives to know a little bit about everything. If you had this big mosaic of the planet and made up of tiny little mosaic pieces, a naturalist is somebody who looks at the whole thing and tries to understand the beauty and how it all works. Where some scientists, they would pick up one little piece of that mosaic and they'll turn it upside down, backwards and forwards forever, basically. So we try and understand everything as a whole. Knowing the reef really, really well, knowing Sodwana very well, half of the reefs here are named by me. The scientists often come to me and ask me advice on where they should be doing these transects or those transects. Not as much as I like, but that's certainly been involved. And when I dive a place I've dived hundreds of times before, I'm even better off because I know all the players. I know where you're going to find this particular behavior. I know around the corner there's an anemone probably with eggs inside it and the clownfish doing it. And because I know it, it's not an exploration anymore, it's getting an understanding of this beautiful place. Every day you're noticing interactions, amazing stuff. And the more you dive, the more you learn. I'm still learning. After 34 years, I'm still learning a huge amount every single time I go down. I love floating in between these yellowfin goatfish. And you can go right up to them and they will pass on either side of you. And I noticed some of them had 3 blue bands on them, and most of them didn't. 10, 15 years ago, and Phil Hiemstra, the guy who wrote the Big Fish Bible for South Africa, was diving with me a lot at the time. And he sent it away for DNA analysis in Canada for some reason, and it was a whole new species. They gave it the same surname as I have, which is every dive master's dream is to have a fish named after him, and I got that. Yeah. Naturalists really need scientists. I mean, if we didn't have scientists to study everything that's around us, we would be absolutely lost. Generally what happens is scientists are so channeled in what they're doing that there's nobody to communicate everything that they've discovered. Really, really important stuff. And that's where I see the naturalists coming in that aren't necessarily qualified in a particular field, and our job is to pass the amazing stuff that scientists are doing onto everybody around us. People can learn a lot because if you try and teach people about the forest environment, they've been exposed to it their whole lives. They're not particularly interested. You take them down to a special place that not many people are privileged to go to, they're receptive then. And then they soon learn about ecology and trophic pyramids, etc. And then they can hopefully come back to land and relate that to their everyday lives. And I really get a big kick out of it.